It is finally done, and I'm so excited to have been the person to have done the album art for the New Generations album that is coming out for CLANGEN. And today I kind of want to go into a little bit of the history of the album art, because it actually ends up being pretty interesting to me, at least. So, kind of like what's happening on screen right now, the original purpose of this piece was not actually for the album art. So the original purpose of this piece was to be the promo art for the update that brought music to CLANGEN, which was originally going to be called something along the lines of like musical mysteries. The original concept was very focused on both the music and also a lot of patrols that were introduced at the time that mainly sought to add more lore and mystery to the universe of CLANGEN. I'll throw up some ideas I had originally for the update's art and the character that is associated with it, which is Fogsong. So each time I make art for CLANGEN, I'm usually doing promo art. This is my first time doing album art. I'm always creating a character that represents the things coming in the update, and for this one it was, you know, the mystery and the music, but it was also pronouns, which is why I made her really blue based off of this kind of layering that happens with like the silver pelt and also a blue tint on top of it, making the kits look super bright saturated blue. And Fogsong also uses Zizum pronouns for that. So I really liked the idea that I had made, but at one point Scribble, one of our leads, ended up reviving this old pitch that I had made quite a while ago for clan icons, and that became a huge focus of the update, and I ended up shifting what I focused on for the promo art to also include this really major part of the update. But then I was approached by Sharubi, our composer, to see if I could make the album art so that they could actually post the soundtrack onto like Spotify and other places, and I was like, abso-fucking-lutely. And I wanted to see if I could possibly pitch this old idea to them as a possible album cover. So I worked on touching it up just a little bit more. Of course, they wanted to see a couple ideas, and so I whipped up a couple others that include Silver Pelt, which is the mascot for CLANGEN, in case they wanted like a little bit something more recognizable. And some of these might be used, some of them might not be. Then I got the wonderful news that this had in fact been chosen for the new album art, and I was super excited because I absolutely loved this idea. I was asked to make a couple changes though to make it fit a bit better with the name of the song, which was Generations. One of them was to make the piece a bit warmer, to kind of have a theme of more hope and liveliness to the piece, and also to, you know, include kind of like a mentor-apprentice type of thing. And so I decided to give these two she-cats some kits. So this is Beetlepaw and Partridgepaw. They have a surrogate father, which will hopefully be revealed in a future update, but they have some lore there. But yeah, from here on out, this is just me rendering hundreds and hundreds of little tiny rocks and grass and bark and stuff like that. This whole piece took so long. Last time I calculated it, it was like exactly 31 hours, but I spent some time after that as well, so it's probably closer to like somewhere around 32 to 33. But yeah, I am super happy with this piece. Like, it was absolutely worth all of the time that I put into it, and I'm so glad that I made it. Backgrounds have never been something I've been super strong with, especially things like rocks and grass and trees, so this was definitely a learning process, but I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I'm very glad to have made it. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the process and the music. Thank you for joining me today.